Now that you know a little bit about single widget layout, I want to talk about a thing called box decoration that allows you to apply interesting styles like borders, shadows, and gradients to your containers. We're just starting out here with a container that's 100 pixels by 100 pixels, and it's currently invisible because it has no box decoration or color. We can go ahead and set the decoration property to the box decoration widget. And if you define decoration on a container, you'll want to make sure to define the color in the box decoration as well, otherwise it will throw an error. One thing you can do with box decoration is change the shape of the container. For example, if you just want a circle container, which is useful if you're building an avatar image or something like that, you can just set the box shape to circle. But something that's a lot more common is to add a border to the container. We can set the border property to border all, and that will apply the border to all sides of the container, and you can also limit it to only specific sides as well. There's a number of different configuration options for the border, for example, the width and the color. And that gives us a nice ugly blue box with a red border. Don't worry, we'll use box decoration to make things look really good once we start building out the full app. Another thing we can do here is add a shadow to the box, and we can actually add multiple shadows to the same container, so it takes a list of shadows as its argument. Then you can control the offset of the shadow, the direction, and the color, and things like that. You can think of a shadow as starting in the middle of the box, and then the offset are the XY values that it's offset from the middle. So an offset of 20 pixels by 20 pixels will push it down and to the right. And then we can stack another shadow on top of it that's offset by 40 pixels, and you sort of get this effect of multiple shadows stacked on top of each other. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove our existing styles and add a gradient to the box. A gradient takes an array of colors, and it will transition from one color to the next. Gradients are really popular in design right now, so there's a good chance that your designer is going to design a UI with some gradients in it at some point. Now you'll notice that we're using a linear gradient currently, and we can also change the direction of this gradient if we want, but we can also switch this widget to a radial gradient to give us a circular transition between colors. So just to summarize, the box decoration widget is extremely useful for making your containers look cool.